Aisha says, is homeschooling better nowadays, as sending children to international schools carry the risk of them going astray because of peer pressure? Peer pressure is found everywhere, even in the schools that is based on tahfidh al-Quran. So even Islamic schools, you will find peer pressures. However, one should weigh the pros and cons. So if they are at a very early stage and they need to learn the basics, sending them to public schools might be acceptable. But if there is a lot of haram being involved, and if they are girls, for example, which is far more dangerous than boys, then in this case, the parents have to weigh the pros and cons. It is the responsibility of Muslims, wherever they are, in their community, which country they are in, it is their responsibility to collaborate to build an Islamic school. This is the most important thing to do, because this is the nucleus of building and establishing a Muslim society. If you send your kid and mine to a public school where there is music, free mixing, teaching them sexual education, teaching them homosexuality is okay, teaching them Darwin theory and evolution, telling them that God does not exist, and then you say, what can I do? La wallah, you can do a lot. You can take your child out of this school, period. Even if he doesn't study, that's better than studying the wrong thing that would deviate him from the straight path of Allah Azza wa Jal. Would you like to see your son homosexual? Is it okay for you that your daughter has a boyfriend? Do you want to see any of them becoming an atheist? So what to do? You have to move. The whole community is sinful when they save money to buy an LCD screen, 50-inch or whatever, or a home theater, or a brand new car, or a bigger house, while they are not taking care of their own children and the children of the Muslims in their community. This is a communal obligation. Look at Huda TV, for example. How many families are watching, learning, benefiting? How many families have been guided to the correct aqeedah through the grace of Allah and then through Huda TV? What did you do? When you know that they are suffering financially, all what it takes from you is what? $10 a month? Is it a lot? But nobody's paying, nobody's giving. So these are outlets that it's a communal obligation upon all of us to support them, each in his own right. You cannot be a scholar, but you can be a contributor with your money. Maybe you don't have money, but you can contribute in marketing, in graphic designing, in web designing, etc. So the sky is the limit. But again, we fail to walk the talk. When you have a Muslim community in London, in Paris, in Berlin, in New York, and they fail to pump money to build a school, then you have a problem in their Islam. When each one of us is only concerned of his own interest, of his own wealth. What have we done for Islam? So is homeschooling better? In the West, I would highly recommend it. In the present situation, at the present time, when you look at their public schools, it's horrendous. It is not something that a Muslim child can grow up in. And hence, Muslims must not do that to the best of their ability.